Rawteur. Pacific Rim is the type of sci-fi action blockbuster that I wish we'd get every year. Pacific Rim had a massive budget of $190 million. For that much money, you could literally build a real-life Jaeger. Meanwhile, Atlantic Rim had a $500,000 budget. Let's be real, Pacific Rim's catering bill probably cost more than the entire production budget of Atlantic Rim. And it shows, because while Pacific Rim delivers world-class actors, Hollywood-grade special effects, and meticulously crafted set pieces, Atlantic Rim gives us C-list actors, shout out to Tretch, and green screens that scream college project. And as someone who's budgeted multiple projects, I wouldn't want to be the line producer on Atlantic Rim. Just the thought of someone pitching, hey, make this $190 million movie for 380 times less money. It just gives me anxiety. But you've got to respect the hustle. Atlantic Rim somehow manages to exist in the same cinematic universe, or at least in a parallel one where corners aren't just cut, they're obliterated. But hey, I'm always up for a cinematic train wreck, and I know you are too. So I grab my white cheddar popcorn, my half and half Arizona, and I press play.
That's suspicious.
The movie kicks off with a kaiju attacking an oil rig. Admiral Hadley briefs his staff, and NASA proposes a deep sea mission using MBOT suits.
We took the opportunity of a search and rescue mission and turned it into a showcase for some very expensive toys.
No explanation is given for why they already have these suits. Were they prepping for kaiju, deep sea mining, Halloween costumes? Nobody knows. Meanwhile, our main pilot, Red, is at Mardi Gras. Not training, not prepping, but bumping into thug number one, who's just looking for Cali Kush. What follows is a fight scene so awkward it makes Steven Seagal choreography look like John Wick. So the alarm goes up and the team finally gets together. Cue the slow motion walking montage to action music. Is this production staff, or are these dope fiends in the background? Fast forward, and the trio, red, blue, and green, are in their MBOT suits heading to the ocean floor, and things go south immediately, literally and figuratively, because Blue's suit malfunctions.
Hold on to me! I can't breathe!
And there's a giant creature closing in.
She's back.
What is that?
Coming closer and closer.
It's a whale.
What kind of whale is that? Eventually the crew sees the creature that killed the whale, and despite almost dying just a few minutes before, Blue decides to go on a solo mission after the creature.
I'm going after it, guys!
Not knowing what it is or why it's there, because obviously provoking the unknown has always worked out. Back at the HQ, Admiral Hadley orders the MBOTs to shut down.
Do not pursue, I repeat, do not pursue.
Remote trigger that thing, shut them down.
Sir, if that thing reaches the coast, people are
Do
gonna
it.
die.
While they're at the bottom of the ocean. Totally safe, right? Red, conveniently out of range, stays operational. Red confronts the kaiju on the beach in a battle that looks like a glitchy PS1 game. He's having some trouble, so fighter jets finally arrive, but their bullets are doing no damage.
Here we go. The 50 cal is not doing anything to this thing, sir.
So Red pins the monster down to the ground, pries its mouth open long enough for a jet to send a missile down its throat. One kaiju down. With the creature defeated, the pilots park their MBOTs at the local MBOT parking lot, and then they get together where Red is arrested for disobeying orders.
I'm here to arrest you for disobeying a direct order from a superior officer.
What?
Yo, this guy just saved the whole freaking world. What are you talking about?
Blue tags along with Red, and then Green goes off on a side mission to find a missing girl. He's walking through the bar holding his gun out. Why? No clue. The only threat so far has been a 60-foot kaiju, and why would she be in a burning bar? So Green finds the girl and decides to say, "We're gonna burn to death," as if that's not gonna terrify her even more. As Green is giving the little girl back to her father, you realize that this is the only burning building on the block. I have so many questions. Back to Admiral Hadley and guys, we finally learned something about the kaiju. They're hundreds of millions of years old, gestate for thousands of years, and there's only 2 eggs? I mean, because that makes total sense. Suddenly, a submarine gets yeeted into the air and crashes into a carrier. The second kaiju has appeared. It's 4 times larger than the first, and half of its tail is unrendered. It somehow knows exactly who to blame and heads straight for the airbase where Red is being held. For some reason, Blue and Green are struggling to open this flimsy door.
Go! Get out of here, man!
And instead of just driving through the door, kicking the door down, something that would actually work, Green finds a hammer.
Tracy, I got it.
And then he's trying to pry the handle open. That doesn't work. So then he starts smashing it. But wait, did you notice that? The lock was on the inside. The inside! The 3 of them are making their way off the base, and the kaiju retreats after being bombarded by missiles. So to celebrate, because of course they won, the pilots head to a bar. The same bar that was on fire an hour ago. Now it's magically rebuilt. But wait, the kaiju is back, and the pilots receive upgrades. Plastic tiaras, halos, that connect to their nervous system and supposedly enhance their M-bots. With these new upgrades, they're sent to Manhattan, but the kaiju appears to be getting out of the water in New Orleans. Production error there. The M-bots now have melee weapons because why not? And just when you think it's over, a nuke is ordered. Red, channeling his inner Superman, catches the nuke mid-flight and throws it into space with the kaiju.
Who's got it in him? Huh? Ah!
Day saved. The film Atlantic Rim defies logic, good taste, and physics. But we're not done. More mockbuster goodness right over here.